Hello, Odd Job Doer here. Now today's cookbook review of sorts. We've got here the Coachella Valley Desert Trails, the Salton Sea saga, and the romance and sex lives of the date. Published by Shields Date Gardens, Indio, California. This little book here, which took me, I don't know, months to read, is, pretty good page turner. It's about that big. But, written by, some color graphics in there. Originally written by Mr. Shields, I believe. And part one is this Coachella Valley Desert Trails. And part two is Romance and Sex Lives of the Date. Don't get crazy now. This is the date as in the fruit, not a date as in human. And the book itself, nice little page turner. It's interesting. I got the 17th edition here, copyright 1952. I think it's when the first edition came out. And they talk about up here, they use some bold for updates that have been made over the years. And when I read through this, I think there's some parts that they kind of missed. Like they talked about where you can buy a pound of chocolate creams, right? Like good chocolate creams, fine chocolates, just like they're saying, like, same with their dates. Getting a pound of a higher quality date is better than getting like a pound for 19 cents date. I don't know, the prices I'm pretty sure are off, because I'd totally pay $1.50 for a pound of dates or chocolates. But pictures, words. They talk about the history of the date farm at Shields, Shields, and Mr. and Mrs. Shields. And it's almost like a Mr. and Mrs. Knott's story. It seems like, only this is back when you actually had to work and stuff. A lot of work involved in getting these dates to reproduce and quality selection. Here are some maps and trails. When I collected this, I kind of thought, well, I don't think I'm going to take a road trip out there with these maps, just because, I don't know if these have been updated. And I've had maps before that took me out in the middle of the desert and left me alone with no roads. The Salton Sea, a nice paradise on the desert oasis. You can Google more about the Salton Sea and see what happened to it, because they do have some updates down here about how it's, a death trap for stuff, because it's highly concentrated. This here, which I don't know if still goes on, fascinating, yet maybe one of those things that belong in the older times. But yeah, Indian Wells, wildflowers, Thousand Palms Canyon. I guess this is the part of places to see and do around Indio, right? And I'm a little zoomed in here, but I'm all set up for other stuff. And in the back part, you got the scandalous part of the reproduction of these dates. Here's a picture of Mr. Shields, probably in his older years a little bit, and his wife, Bess, Mrs. Shields. And yeah, I guess he attended the farm. She made recipes, cooked, did stuff like that. And I'm just rambling. So, in the back of this book here, shows you about how to grow them, how to take care of them. I'm not ready to go make no date farm myself. Climb up. And there's another part that's really cool, is that they used to have a tree right here. Here's with this tree that had 8 different types of citrus. They were all grafted on from different trees. This talks about bread dates, a certain quality, I guess, of dates. Used to come in a metal can, but I don't think they do anymore. And they talk about their famous date crystals. Right, a great discovery. We'll get to that in a little bit. And now, babbling through here, there's actually a recipe down here, which is what I'm going to be doing. Oh, also there's a beautiful rose garden there, which I think is still there. But and also it's a good this stuff here. The date crystals is a good sugar substitute, like as in white sugar substitute. And so in the back, recipes slightly galore. They have simple dessert, and they have this Yum Yum Lazy Gals recipe with date crystals, drop cookies, more stuff like I believe they probably have a lot of grapefruits, which I don't know if they do now. When I visited, I don't remember a whole lot of grapefruits. Maybe I didn't see them. Maybe the wrong season. I don't know. But they're talking about putting these crystals on top of half grapefruit and broiling a little bit, almost like a grapefruit brulee. Yeah. And then finally they got this here, this can, not that can yet. This can here with looks like the date crystals and a recipe book in there. Now, the end. Okay, so I decided to go with the Yum Yum Lazy Gals recipe. One, though, I'm not a gal. Two, I'm not really lazy. But I think I can still pull this off. So, one thing that might need to be updated, maybe not, who cares, is that back here they have the recipe in text. And it's 1 cup of crushed pineapple, half a cup of Shield's date crystals, 6 marshmallows quartered, and you combine them all and chill for several hours. And now, that's the thing. So I asked a person that was around back in this time and age, and I said, what was the deal with marshmallows? You know, were they big, small, whatever? And they said that they were actually, you know, the bigger marshmallows. You know, bigger. Now, the newer, or not newer, but this version of the recipe, which produces the same thing. It's 1 cup crushed pineapple, half a cup of Shield's date crystals, half a cup of miniature marshmallows. You combine them all, and if you want, whipped cream. So this is what we got. We got ourselves, important, Shield's date sugar in a can. It looks like this, awfully fine, kind of like a brown sugar, but smells pretty good. And not so much crunch to it. I don't know, they said it could be crunchy, but maybe it's a different size, I don't know. I built this here, tower of marshmallows, because like I said, when I first read the recipe, it sounded like they took the bigger ones and you quarter them. And last but not least here, we got pineapple crushed in a can, and a vessel. This to me is important. I'd use either a glass or a glazed ceramic. I wouldn't use a metal vessel to hold this in, just in case the acids want to get crazy. So, step 1, quarter these things, which just kind of chop up my tower a little bit. And I don't know if I'm quartering them right or not, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue this sticky job and probably cut them up different ways, whatever, but still leave a good chunk to them eventually. So I'll go step 2 and 3. Entering the, I'm going to do the pineapple first with all the juices in it. That's important. Blap right in there. For one, it pours out a lot easier. And for 2, talk about it in a few seconds here. Right. Smells delicious. Pineapple-y. Taste of the tropics. Now, right, so, the crystals. These crystals here, if you're going to be using them in other recipes, like if you have a cookbook on them, like I do, I have other books that have recipes that I'll get to eventually in another video maybe. They always want to usually have a liquid involved, whether it be water, a juice, sherry, wine, whatever. But and that's why you keep all the juice of that pineapple in there, because it's going to rehydrate this stuff, right? So I'm going to mix away here, put my marshmallows in there. Yeah. Okay, maybe not that one. Man. Alright. In you go. And, not that one either. I'll replace one with 2 others. And, stir away. Okay? And it'll look like that. It should look something like that, right? Chunky. Anyways, I don't know if these should be submerged or whatever. You do not know the power of a marshmallow, though, until you cut into it. And that's why they're so deadly when you're out roasting these things. They catch on fire. Don't go flinging them at your friends. That's a horrible thing. So I'm just going to pat it down here, and I got this here to clean off. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to cover it up. So I got this lid for this thing. And I'll stick this in the fridge for a few hours, basically, for dessert tonight. And I will get back to us in this video tonight to see what the end results are. In the fridge. Alright, so what are we doing? So most of the day's already come and gone, and here's what we got from the fridge. And yeah, I just got done with a nice little hard job of hanging insulation. That's no fun. But some fun facts about dates. Not really fun, but nutritional value. They're saying that they're cholesterol-free, sodium-free, gluten-free, and fat-free. And so there's about and I'm not too sure about the servings or whatever, but fiber, talking about 6 grams. I mean 0.6 grams, 0.2 grams of protein, 0 fat, 23 calories, and 6 carbs, and other nutrients in them. We got some, actually it does say 0.2 mgs of sodium, which isn't much, I don't think. Fiber, 5 grams of sugar, potassium 53 milligrams, magnesium 3.4 milligrams, megagrams. Has some iron and some folate, and basically they're saying that they're a healthy food item, even though they're sweet. They say they're low on the I'm gonna fudge this word, the glucose index. And now it's time to test it out here. And they say you can have it with like a dollop of whipped cream, but they also kind of joke that if you're super lazy, you can avoid the whipped cream. And I thought, you know what, I could probably one-up that. So what's better than whipped cream is, in my mind, is frozen cream, huh? So I got something like that there. And I'll open this up. See how it looks there. Brown. Not the most colorful dessert, but I'm just going to go ahead and let's see, give it a little stir. You know, I like to remix stuff if it's been sitting like a blob like this. Alright, okay. I'm just going to kind of blob some on this here. Bloop. And bloop. Okay, so I definitely have some saved for later. But you know what? Let's get a nice healthy bite for the camera. Yeah, This is good. I thought it'd be like an ambrosia type of thing, but that's one thing about it. Like kind of like maple, kind of like maybe some brown sugar, kind of like malt. You know, if you have a malt, you put the malt sugar in the malt. Date sugar. It does have its own little interesting flavor. And for those who don't eat a lot of dates, or go on a lot of dates, no, it's late, folks. You might not know what it is. You know, if you give this to your friends, they might not know it's made from a date sugar. But it's not bad. In fact, it's pretty good. But now that I'm making this, it just dawned on me that maybe I'm using the wrong stuff. Date crystals might have been the bigger cousin to the date sugar. Back to Indio I go, I guess. Palm Springs, India, yeah. Or I guess you can order online too. But you know what? This by itself is pretty tasty, and you know, you have the pineapple there. You got the little texture of the marshmallow. Yep. Pineapple comes through, even though I don't really see it. But this with whipped cream, or in this case ice cream, that's really magical. So, the book itself, you know, it's a fascinating little read here. Maybe it would take a normal person not 10 years. I mean, just kidding. It was just a few months. But normal person probably reads pretty quick, right? An hour a day, whatever. But like I said, I don't know about going on the maps. I don't know if I'd check a newer map just in case. And you know, you can see tons of videos out there on the Salton Sea and what's become. But yeah, even this video here. Right, so just like me tired, so is my battery. So dead battery, that happens. And back to the book. It's a fun thing, you know. Like if you go there, you know, I got this from, I'm pretty sure, the gift store. $3.99 for this read, and you could probably find them, you know, used online, other bookstores and whatnot. What I'd really like to find though is maybe a first edition. Wouldn't that be something of this? This here's the oh, I already said it, 17th edition. Memory serves me right from this morning. But yeah, trying to find a first edition, I think would be really cool. Yep, 17th edition, copyright 1952. So trying to find a first edition, that'd be neat, especially signed. But good luck with that. So anyhow, if you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them below. There's other recipes in this that I might try, you know. But I do have another book coming up that has other date recipes in it. And thanks for watching. I have to go take care of this and clean up. And hopefully work on some more videos.